Well, it's very interesting you said he needs to shine. So um, my brother, in fact, as it turned out, five people very close to me gave me some unambiguous feedback about what they didn't like about me, um, and so once I processed what they'd said, um, I obviously went through resistance and then acceptance, because what they believe about me isn't based on anything about me, it's based on their beliefs about me. And
Sure.
so I don't need to defend myself against their views. And this is the thing that I say to myself in my head now, I accept and agree with you. I accept your beliefs and I agree that they are true of you, for you.
Mm.
And so now in family, if we have a family meal or any time I'm around my family, I just dial myself down, but
Mm.
I'm dialing myself down 90%. To allow them to be, I have to turn myself almost off. So
Mm.
I am mending the relationship in the family because I have the capacity
Mm.
for behavioral change.
Yeah. Yeah. You have the awareness. You have the awareness that they don't have. Uh, and I think that there's something about when we are a model for them, they learn through different means. They don't learn necessarily by what we're saying. They're learning by what we're doing.
Mhm.
And I think that's a really interesting aspect. And the fact you're toning 90% down just shows how brilliant you are. That 10% is good enough. And it's really okay. Well done, you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So really, and I want to I want to presence that, because even the fact that you're choosing to do that, the fact that you are caring enough shows just what an amazing human being you are.
Well, I read it in the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yes, Joseph
Right
Covey.
towards, yeah, right towards the back is the line: "Listen compassionately, respond emotionally." So
Yes.
almost everybody is not engaged in a conversation. What they're doing is reporting their
Mm.
version of reality.
Yeah.
And you listen to the words they use and the tone they use, and then you go, oh, yeah, that sounds really stressful. Well, that sounds awful. Oh, it must be gut wrenching. I know the language to use because I'm trained in neuro-linguistic programming. And
Mm.
so I am seen as a great listener, and I am a great listener because I do it actively,
Mm.
but that isn't satisfying for me.
Yeah.
So that's the only aspect. I don't want to have to dial myself back in a relationship because I'm already, quite a bright light, and a good relationship should make me glow even brighter. So,
Mm.
yeah, the accommodations I make for my family, I
Mm.
do for the peace of my father. He's 86, he's not going to be around
Mm.
forever. And so anything I can do to make the end of his life better,
Yeah.
including dealing with his girlfriend and his son, then I will do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that that's really important. And I think what's helpful here is that you're talking about making a choice. You're talking about making a choice because you want something and you're consciously doing it. You're not doing it from a place of reaction. You're doing it from a place of proaction to create something,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even if it is about dialing yourself down, at least you're naming what you're doing. You're saying, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing this with consciousness. I'm doing this so that my father can have it. I am taking that accountability for that part of that dynamic, that part of that behavior. And I think sometimes we don't take enough time to really honor what we're doing in that moment and what's the motivation, what is going on. And so that really speaks to just how much you have shifted beyond where they ever can reach right now.
Yeah.
But But what's so important is you have that sense of connectedness that you will do it in order to do that. And I think that's a very powerful space to be. Just in that knowing. And as you said, listen compassionately and act emotionally. Name the emotion. Yeah. Because when we name the emotion of what people are experiencing, they feel heard.
Exactly.
Who doesn't want to feel heard?
Yeah. What I've been doing though is listening and hearing the problem to solve. Not listening.
That is something that I know. I even have to tell my partner to stop doing.
Oh yeah, men are very
mental. Yeah. And I say to him, I don't want you to fix. I just want you to listen.
Yeah.
I process differently from you. There's 7 different ways of processing. Women often process, they like to talk things out, right? They go round and around and around and around, and then they get the answer. For men, it's that you're often very much solution solvers, right? I see the problem, fix it, da, 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 da. That's how you must do it. But that can put us on a level of arrogance. Mm-hmm. Not intended. But what it does is then it makes us less tolerant of being able to just hold the space. There are pluses and minuses in every choice that we make. And I think it's just about being aware of which ones they are. Thank you so much for coming on and giving us more insight into imposter syndrome and imposter syndrome for men. And if there was something that you wanted to say to the men out there, what would you say?